Is it okay now?
Yes, it's better.
So we're starting with textual functions. So the textual functions, uh, they are tools we use for data cleaning. They are basic tools we use for data cleaning. So under the textual function, we have trim, which is one we are going to work on now. Trim function. So what this trim function does is that the trim function is used to remove spaces. Okay, are you following?
Yes.
So the trim functions are used to remove spaces. So looking at the Excel I sent to you now, take a look at the Excel I sent to you. You have here, say this function remove spaces all before and following the words. So you remove the spaces all before and following the words, leading and training spaces. And also remove extra spaces between words, but does not remove the single space before the words. So it does not remove single space. You understand? So it does not remove single spaces. So take note of that. Looking at this table, you take a look at the table I sent to you. There is this table here. Can you see this table on your side? So we have student one, student one, student one. What do you notice on this table? What do you notice
What
on
do you
that?
notice on that? Spaces between student and one.
So
So,
to remove all these
remove all
spaces,
these spaces,
take note.
take
You
note.
can't make
You
use
can't
of
make use of
left, right,
left, right,
like this. I
like
can't say
this. I can't say
center,
center,
right.
right.
Do not remove the
Don't
space.
remove the space.
Do you understand?
You understand? Right.
It won't remove the
Remove
spaces
the
between
spaces.
that space.
Hey, see what I want sent to the this thing.
If you want to
That from
remove
that document, see it.
the space, you use
Yes, you
equals
equals.
string.
Okay, okay.
Then you click on
Click
this.
on the
So in that
so
order,
that order.
you remove
You
what?
remove what? You know, go write my name.
You remove the
You remove the
space.
space. I write the name.
So you autofill. Can see that. I'm able to remove the space and make it organized better than it was before. Any question?
No, no, no. Under this focus.
Madam Ruth, any question?
No.
Okay. Let's move on. Concatenate. That is for string.
What of the formula, sir? I saw something like formula now. What I'm asking you here now
is the
is
formula.
the formula you use. Okay, okay, okay.
Three.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Okay, okay, it's okay.
So let's move on.
Yes, it's okay.
Let's move
Let's
on.
move on. Yes.
Concatenate.
Concatenate.
So concatenate
Concatenate
function
function join
several more than one
text
string
into one.
So you can combine
two
to one.
into one.
Please, somebody,
Somebody
I don't know the owner of now. So you can do things into one. For example, let's say I have Johnny.
Uh,
You ask to
join.
you can see there are two columns. So they are on two columns. How can I join this stuff? I will use equals concatenate. Hope you can see my screen. Then Johnny, comma Daniel. If you also look at it, you will see that there is no. So how do you add the space? How do you add the space? How to add the space? You put an empty quote, then space, empty quote, then comma. In this order, the space will be there. You can see that. So that is the formula. Johnny, comma, space, then comma D26. So which is the cell address. So that is that on how to concatenate. There's another way to concatenate without using the concatenate function. You can say equals Johnny then and Daniel. In this order too, you can concatenate. If you want to include your space, if you want to add space, you can also add your space, then and. So whichever one you master, whichever one you know that you are good at, that can easily grab and do whatever you want to do, you use. So using the ampersand, the and function, then use the concatenate function, anyone you like, make use of it. So both of them are used to join text together. Any question? If you have question, raise your hand. Let me know. Any question?
No, no question.
It's well understood.
Yes.
Madam Ruth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on. So look at this table I have here. Look at this table. I want to make a sentence with this table. I want to make a statement with that table. So I want to write a function that will state that student 1 has scored 95 in mathematics. How will I do this? I will start with what? Equals concatenate. Then I pick student 1 in any of the table. So I can pick from here, I can pick from here. So let me pick from here. I can pick from anywhere. Student 1 has scored then 95, comma, in mathematics. I can pick this mathematics or I pick this mathematics. Any one I pick, I'm correct. So you can see that student 1 has scored 95 in mathematics. If I autofill, I will have something like this, which is wrong. So what will I do? I will need to lock the reference. So I need to lock this math. This mathematics don't need to change. So I will lock it using my F4. Then after locking, you can now autofill again.
Is it that you highlight the mathematics or you just click?
Light it on the position, which is test 5. Test 5 is the position.
Then F4.
Yes.
Okay.
So let me also do for science. Concatenate student 1. Then I scored 83, comma, in science. Also lock. Also lock it. Uh, so for English, I'm going to use the second method. Equals student one and at code student one at code 81 and in what? In English. Student one, that's why I not put and here. And okay, so then you lock your range also. Lock the reference. So this will have. You can see that. Any question?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please, this last one you did for English, are you trying to get, is it another way of doing
Yes.
what you just did in
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
This is another method. Instead of using that concatenate.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Emmanuel, any question? Mr. Emmanuel, any question? Okay, so let's go on. Like Mr. Emmanuel is not there. So next, we have substitute function. Substitute function. So this substitute function is used to replace a part of text. So that's what I understand that this substitute function is used to replace a part of text in a string with something else. So substitute function is used to clean data. This function is case sensitive. You get what we mean by case sensitive, right? Capital letter is the same as capital letter. If you have a capital letter, that means you need to return the capital letter. If you have small letter, that means you need to return small letter. You can't use small letter to change capital letter. Do you understand? That's what I mean by case sensitive. Do you get me? So
Yes.
let's say I want to change this. I want to change this student. This student. I want to change it and say equals substitute. Equals substitute. Then the text, which is this. I want to change the old text. The old text is what? B. So I want to change it to B. So we have instant number at the back. What they mean by instant number is that in a situation whereby what you're trying to change occur more than once, you should have a particular position of each of them. So because the B is only one on that list, we will just use one, and you can decide not to use anything. But if it's like that T, you have two T there. If it's like that T you want to change, that number is the first T will be one, the second T will be two. So with the number, you can decide the one you're changing. Do you get? Do you understand what I mean? So in this aspect, I'm changing the D. I can decide to put instant number one. I can decide not to use instant number. So I will do the two. If I use one, you can see I've changed it to D. If I go back, I say I don't want instant number. It will still give me the same answer because you have only one D. So next on the substitute function, we have to change that 38 to 100. 38 to 100. So you say equals substitute, then text, comma, old text, 38, new text, 100. In this aspect, I've changed the 38 to 100. The last part on it is to change the science to English. How do we change science to English? Equals substitute, then click on the test, put test. Don't forget it's capital letter. The X is capital letter. Then new test, English. Then hit enter. So that is that on substitute function. It's used to
Okay. You're not putting inside bracket when you are done typing.
by default.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've seen it.
So let's move on to upper lower. Any question on substitute?
No, from me.
No for you.
No.
Oh. So next, upper and lower. Uppercase, lowercase. Add another one there. Add proper. Add proper. So equals upper. Equals upper. It will change this to capital. Consider. Change this to capital letter. Then equals lower. You change it to small letter. You change it to small letter. So I will change the uppercase to small letter, which is this. So you can see that. Why proper? Each of the letters, the first letters of each word is capital letter. Can you see that? Convert a text string to proper case. The first letter in each word to uppercase and all other letters to lowercase. So let me do this one. You can see that now. X is capital letter. That is that on proper. Lower, upper, upper, lower, and proper. Those are the three functions. So next we have length. We have length. Any question on upper, lower, and proper?
No.
So length. This function returns the number of characters in a string in an open bracket, text or numeric values. It also counts the spaces and special characters. So the syntax is equals length then text. So let's count the number of characters of this. Equals length. So the total number of characters of student 1 is 9. You count, including the space. The student spelling is 7, including the space here, which is 8, and the 1, which is 9. So it counts including space. So that is the total number of each of those. So the student 2, student 3 is 13. Student 4 is 4, student 5 is 12 characters. Is that okay? Any question? Any question?
It's counting space also, Abby.
Huh?
This thing counts space. That
Yes,
okay.
So the last part is left, right. So this function returns the number of specified characters from the start/end of the string. So we have the left, you have the right, and you have the mid. Let's start with this table. Tomorrow. Let's start with this table. Take a look at this table. We have the QR code value. We have to split this QR code value into 3 parts. The year out, the product ID out, then the group out. So let's start with the year. If I'm doing the year, what side is the year? Is it left, right, or mid? What side is it? What side is
Left.
the? You say what?
Left.
Like I just say equals open bracket. Then the test. How many characters?
4. 4.
4 characters. So that is that. Yeah. For me, equals me. So the starting the test first. Then the starting number. What is starting number? You can.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then is after 5. How many characters? 5.
5.
You got it. For the group, right? Text. Character is what?
2.
So that is that. If you now don't want to use formulas, there's another way you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take this out. So I can say 20. Then I'll come down to here.
I'm not seeing the screen well. Oh.
Look at it. I'm not pressing it. Can you see what I do?
Okay, flash field. Okay.
Just look at it. Same thing. This one. You type the first then go to flash field. Same thing here. Flash field. So sometimes maybe just continue something very fast. Any question? That is that textual function. We started with train. We said the train removes spaces, concatenate join several texts into one. Then we did substitute function. Substitute function is used to replace a part of text in a string. Then we looked at uppercase, lowercase, and proper. Then length. After length, we now looked at the last part, left, right, mid, and flash field. Let me put it there. And flash field. Flash field. So that is that on lecture 2. Let's look at our outline again. Let's speak again. So module 3. Module 3 now. Module 4, I mean. We are module 4. So module 4 is logical function and if statement, count ifs, sum ifs, and sum ifs. So can we go on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Good. So let's move on. So I'm starting with the if statement. Before the if statement, you need to familiarize yourself with the comparison operators, like these signs. Hope you're familiar with these signs, these symbols. Are you familiar with these symbols?
Yes.
Oh yeah, somebody the name of the first.
That's greater than.
No. Less than. Second one. Not equal to. Yeah,
Equal to.
yeah.
Yeah, greater than.
Greater than or equal. Yeah, less than. Or equal. So let's look at example.
Yes.
Input one. Input two. So I'm going to bring out the final number, which I showed you last. 16.
Anyway, when you did pay, fine. If you did look like
Hope you remember this.
Apple and the rest, Ibuprofen, the good
yes. The smoke with there. The Simon the book for that place, where did get the same hammer?
For less
If you get money to carry a file.
input one, less than input two. What will be the answer? Tell us. What will be the answer?
True. It's
It's true.
it's true.
Okay. Can see the one that made the condition, the one that doesn't make the condition. So you do for greater than input one, greater than false, which means false, true. Not equal to input one, not equal. Okay. So next, that equals
R plus, sir. R plus.
greater than equals one, greater than input two. We have less than equals less than so that is our comparison. Any question?
Understandable, yeah. I got it.
Okay. Any question?
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Honestly, it's okay. Make sure don't be there. We are following.
Yes, I am.
Don't indicate.
Are we still gonna get the video? Are we still gonna get the video after the class?
Okay.
I will give you my account so you can be getting videos from there. So any of the class you're doing, you can get your videos there.
Okay, that will be fine.
I'll send it. So let's move on. This is for comparison operators. So move on to logical functions. So I need this table. student 1 down to student 8. So we are starting with the AND operator. AND operator. Starting with the AND operator. So let's start. So what is the AND operator? The AND operator returns result if all conditions are true. Okay? You can check it there. All definitions are inside your Excel. You can see it here. Say check whether all arguments are true and returns true if all arguments are true. So AND returns true if all arguments are true. Okay? So what is our condition? Our condition now says that max greater than equal to 60. Then for English greater than 70. If any of the students fail to meet these categories, this condition, if any of the students fail to meet this condition, it's return false. If you meet the condition, it return what? True. So let's see. Equals and max greater than equal to 60. Then English greater than equal to 70. Okay, greater than 70. Then so this person returns true. Why? His math score is what? 75. His English score is what? 83. So we have 3 people that not meet up with the condition. Reason that this one scored well in maths but didn't do well in English. Same thing this one. Here do well in English. This person did well in maths, did not do well in what? In English. Do well in maths, didn't do well in English. So that is for AND operator. All the conditions must be true. All conditions must be true. So the next one is that we have the OR operator. We have the OR operator. So the operator, let's look at the definition of OR operator. Equals OR. So this is for OR. You say check whether any of the arguments are true and returns true or false. Returns false only if all arguments are false. So the only place you get false is that the both conditions are false. That's when you're going to get false. But if any of the arguments is true, it returns true. So let's try OR using the same condition. Using the same condition, let's try OR. Equals OR. Then this greater than equal to 60. Greater than equal to 60. Then English greater than 70. So true. Everything is true based on the condition. You can say that. Based on condition. Those ones that could not meet up with the English because of the condition of OR, it returns what? True. Any question?
No.
Any question?
No.
No, no.
So that is that for logical and OR. I'm going to be breaking it down to different parts. So let's look at if. This one, I will name this one and OR. So move to if. If function. For the if function, Let's take this first. So if max greater than 70, pass, comma, fail. So that is the condition. If condition, I would say if statement. If statements. So equals if, then open bracket, the max score greater than 70, comma, input, pass, input, then fail. So you see that pass, then fail. So any of the students that didn't meet up with the stop, you don't fail. So we have only student 5. Student 5, you don't fail. That is for if, else, return fail. So we have nested if. Nested if. This is for multiple if statements. Example, you can say good, you can say average, you can say fair. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Greater than 80, give that one good. Let's say 60. Let's say 70 because of the values we have. Greater than 70, greater than equal to 70 average. Then else everything should be fair. So let's try this. This is nested if. Testing for multiple if statements. So if this greater than 80, then we'll have good. If same value greater than equal to let's say equal to 70, I'll put it there equal to 70, then return average, then else return fair. So we have three parentheses. This one is 70. Else everything is fair. So I'm good. Fair. I'm good.
How many parentheses did you put at the end?
2.
So because of
I open.
okay, two because of the two ifs, okay. Okay.
Any question again? So next we have if, okay, let's see. Combination of operators. So we can combine operators. Let's take this one. Let's take this one. Here we are combining operators now. We want to combine if and together. If and together. So don't forget the and returns true or false, right? The and returns true or false. So we can replace when is true and when is false with something else. That is combining the if and the and operator. Example, we are going to replace if the students are using this condition. Let me bring it up. This condition. Make use of this condition. So don't forget, if you make use of and, it's going to return true or false. But if you add the combination of if to it, the place you have true, it will return a value. Where you have false, it will return another text. So let's say if it's true, it should return pass, and if it's false, it should return fail. If slash and so equals if we come first, comma, and open bracket, and so b greater than equal to 60, then English greater than 70, close the bracket, then pass, comma, then fail. So you see that you can combine if and together. Any question?
Oh, can you back up a bit again, please?
Huh?
Can you back up on that for me again? The if and.
Okay, I should repeat it again.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I'm saying is that you can combine the if statement and the and statement together. The and returns true or false. While with the if statement, you can replace the true to something else, then replace the false to something else. That's what I'm trying to do. The and, if it's the and, you can say equals and, then you pick the conditions. This greater than equal 60, then this greater than 70. So this one will return true or false. This one only and will return true or false. But we can tell the and that you can use the if to tell the and that anywhere is true, return something else. Anywhere is false, return something else. So you
Okay.
add the if. Then I said comma. If it's true, then pass. If it's false, then fail. So that
Okay.
the same
Okay.
thing,
I got it now.
the same thing applies to if and or. If and or. The same approach. So let me just copy this stuff. So I'll just use this one as or. So it means that everybody will pass. Because on this one, it's true. Everybody is true. You see it? Yeah. Everybody is true, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
that means here everybody will what? Pass.
Pass.
That is a minute. So that is on if and or. So move to count functions. Count functions. So on the count functions, we'll be looking at count. We have count blank, count ifs. We have the white card. So let's look at this. So let me get the table that we'll use for it. So I'll type some lists of names. So we'll move on. Yes. I'm having glass. I'm coming. I'm coming. So let's type the table I want to use. So let's say we have ID. We have first first name. Okay, let's just use name. On the first name. Let's use name. Department. Department. Then we have group. So let's say here I have 102, 105, 333, 6, 111. So I have these numbers. Then I have Solomon, I have Tosin, I have Messi, I have Emma, I have John, or let's say Sunday, I have Joy. So department, we have sales, we have support, we have sales, please look at this is what I did. I put space. I know why I put that space. We have sales, we have marketing, then we have let's also put engineering. Let's put engineering, then put support. Support. So group B, A, B, C, A, B. These are the groups we have. Are you okay now? Let's go on. Let's go
Yes.
on. Okay. Okay. Let's start with the count. Count function. what do we use the count function to do? The count function returns the number of cells that are numbers. So that means the count does not do anything with text. It does not have anything to do with text. So if I ask you now, which column can we use to get the count of the employee here? Which column are we going to use to get the count? Count does not work with text. It only works with numbers. So if I want to get the total number of the staff, the employee in this table I just created now, which column am I to use? Is it the ID? Is it the name? Is it the department? Is it the group? Which one? So for you to use count, you make use of the ID. So let's start with count. Equals count. Then you select the range. Then you know the number of staff there. You have 6. But if you refuse to use this one and then use the name, it will give you 0. Do you see that? It's only used for count of cells that are numbers. So anytime they say count for total number of staff, total number of employees, total number of items, if that column is numbers, you make use of count. If it's not numbers, don't use counts. So don't use count if it's not numbers. If it's text, you make use of counter. This one is count. Count returns the number of cells that are numbers. So counter, let's go to counter. So the counter counts the number of cells in a range that are not empty. So you can use counter to count any column, but it does not return empty cell. Counter does not return empty cell. So let's try. That means I can use name for counter and still get what I get with count. See that? I can use counter and I use column name. I can also use it as what? Column column D. See that I'll still get the same thing. So counter work in both ways, either using the text or using the words or using the ID. Anyone you can make use of counter. Counter will return the total count. Next, we have count blank. Count blank. So this one is used to return the count of blank space. You want to check how many blank you have inside the cell. You can use it. Equals count blank. Count blank. Then you select the range and check if there is any, or you select everything. Check if there is any blank cell. So there is no blank cell based on our table. We don't have any blank cell. We don't have any blank cell. Next, we have count if. Count if. Count if. So for this count if, the count if function count the number of cells in a range. Okay, let's look at it. Count the number of cells within a range that meets a given condition. So what condition did I want to count? I want to count for those that score A. I want to know how many people that have A in that column group. I want to know the count of A. So I will select the range. Then what am I counting for? I'm counting for A, that I can quote it and type A, or I can decide not to quote it. So you say the count of A is what? Is 2. I can decide not to quote it like this. Then I select A from any of the cells. It will still give me the same answer. Are we there?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
That's what count if. So for count ifs, this is for multiple criteria. Count if is for multiple criteria. Let's say we want to count for sales. I also want to count for sales that are B. All the departments called sales that are B. Let's try that. Let's see. Equals count ifs department, which is the criteria range 1, then criteria 1 sales, which is criteria 1. Next, group. Under group, I want B, but I want to get B. So we have 1. Why did you return 1? You can tell us. Why did it return 1? You know, when I was typing, I indicated space here. So it's not recognizing this one. It's not saying this one
Oh, okay, yes.
because I told you to put space. If I remove that space now, you can see return
2. Okay, okay.
I want to put it back because there are reasons why I put it like that. There's a reason why I put it like that. So it's not able to see that one because of the space. So sometimes we may work on a project and it's someone that is giving you the result that it's not supposed to give you because some of the columns are not arranged properly. You understand? There are some empty space. So to avoid this, you can do wildcard. This is wildcard. Under wildcard, we have asterisk, then we have question mark. We have question mark. This question mark is used for single character, while this asterisk is used for single or multiple characters. So I will explain that. I will explain that now. But let me first do that one with space. So if I want to do that one with space, I can say equals count ifs. Then I select again department. Then when I want to put the criteria, I will put it in quotes asterisk sales. Then asterisk quotes. Then comma. I'll pick the next one. Then comma. I have a B. You can see that. With that asterisk, I'll be able to bring that one that has space. See that? I'll be able to pick any one that has space, anywhere it is. No matter what, I'll pick it out. So let me explain it more. Look up here on my screen. Let me explain it more. Let's say we have Apple. We have Apple 20, 200. Here I have space Apple. Space Apple 1. Here I have Apple. I have Apple 56. I have Apple 1. So looking at this now, if I ask you to count the total apple, how many is the total apple? Everything, all the apples.
5.
4.
Are you sure?
Because one doesn't have B.
Yeah, now you're free. Okay. Because of that space, right? So if I ask you to count apple with 1 character, how many apple is with 1 character?
1.
How many?
With 1 character, it's 1.
Yeah. Which one is that? Which one?
The one last one.
The last one.
The last one. Good. So that's what I want to get. So if you ask to count 1 character, you live with question mark. Because count select the range. Okay. Quotes. Apple question mark. Consider that it's done. Wow. Can I come here? I put something else. You see? It's done 0. Because now it's more than 1. So Apple with 1 character. Next, if you now add Apple with more than 1 character. Say, how many is it going to be?
2.
2.
Okay, 5. Yeah.
Count if you say 5. I don't believe you.
No, come again with the question.
Apple with more than 1 character.
That's 2.
Look at it. How is it 2? This one is not happen now. This one that is it's not happen now.
Oh,
You
with
have
one more
3.
than one character.
You
Oh,
have, you have 3.
oh, this one has only one character.
Uh,
One.
you need to look up, open your eyes and look at your data. Okay, so we have 3. This one, 1, this 2, and the last one, 3.
3.
This one is not happening. If I now spell it completely, I will
That's
get 4.
4.
You get that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So next, if you are asked to count all the apples now, all the apples, everything that you have inside apples, everything, whether with the one with space, the one with one character, second character, that is when you use the asterisk. Equals count it. You use it at the end and at the front, at the back at the front. So range, then input, asterisk, apple, asterisk,
Um,
then can see that.
yes.
Return 5.
5.
Is that clear? Any question?
Yes.
Don't edit from that count, count blank, counter, count if, like that. No question. So you mean if I give you something to work on, you will get it?
We should.
We'll try.
Okay. Okay, no problem. So let's go on.
So, Mr. Daniel, I'm leaving now. I'm taking the kids to school. I don't know.
Okay.
How am I gonna get the video?
I will send it. I will send a link to you. A link.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I just have only 3 to go.
Okay. Because it's time.
Some only 3. I have only 3 to go. Some if. Some ifs. So this is what I have to do for today. Some ifs. Abi, that's the only thing that remains now. Based on the outline I sent.
Yes.
So let's work on this. So when you talk about some adds up. You've known some already. Some adds up, but the numbers in the range. So just select this sum. So next, if you ask to sum for support, you ask to sum for support. If you ask to sum for support, sum if support. So let's see the total amount for support equals sum if, then the range first, the range, the criteria supports, the sum range amount. So this is the total of what is it called, of support. If you want to confirm it, you can put this into a table. Control T. You can put it into a table. Then add your total row. So if I add the total row, I can filter here to confirm what I'm doing now. I can filter here and say I need only for support. So is it correct? It's correct.
Come again, sir.
If you want to confirm, answer, maybe you want to be sure. It's a beginner. So you format your table. This is your table. And format it. Click on format as table.
Okay. You filter, right?
Once you format as table, you add your total row. This total row here. Add it. So you can now filter based on the data. And filter it. But once you give this, you need to be confirmed like this. Understand? So let me
Okay. Yes, it's okay.
Next. Sum is. You want to sum for support and amount greater than 3. Okay, let's say 5,000. 5,000. Let's see. Sum is. Save. Okay, let's say support. And amount greater than
5,000.
5,000 equals sum ifs. Then sum range will come, which is this. Then condition. Sum range again. Greater than 5,000. Then department, comma, what are we picking? So let's see. Okay, too much argument. Let me remove the format. Let me take the format. Okay. Control T. Convert to range. Okay, let's go on. Because sum if open bracket. Sum ifs open brackets. The amount. Then amount again. That down 500.
Why is it double?
Or 5,000. I mean, you say what?
It's twice, so.
Yes, now the sum range. Before the condition.
Okay.
Look at the formula and follow the formula. Look at the formula here. Sum range. Then criteria range. Then criteria. Yes. Did I go on?
Yes, sir.
Comma. Next. What is next?
Support.
Another one. What is the criteria? Support. I'll pick support. And close. So here we need to put validate.
Okay.
So guys, where so any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay. No. Please, Madam Ruth, not
Even Mr. Adeyinka is not there again.
no problem. So, end the class. Thank
Okay.
you. I will send out
Okay.
some.
Okay. Thank you, sir.